Manebapi Pahapi Neva Cultural Society of Alberta NCSA या दुजापी अले कार्यक्रम सयाचना दिपी सकल दाजु किजा ततकेपी जोजलपा अले 2565 बुद्ध जयन्ती यागु लसतासा पिन्तुना नेवा कल्चरल सोसाइटी अफ अल्बर्टा या सन् 2013 से स्थापना जुसानी से जिगु नेवा भाषा साहित्य कला तजिलजी थन एडमन्टन अल्बर्टा छ मकाटेगु लागि नियमित रूपमा दैदश सांस्कृतिक याजोत संस्थापके याका वया चनागु सक्षिन शिउए खख थ्वे झोले थौ झिस 2565 बुद्ध जयन्ती मानेया त भर्चुअली जुसा मुनाचना तो संस्था यागु च्याकोगु बुद्ध जयन्ती सांस्कृतिक याजो ख थौ यागु थो भर्चुअल याजो मार्फत बुद्ध व बुद्ध या शिक्षा सम्बन्धी संकलन याना त्यागु बुद्ध पूजा धर्म देशना चर्या प्याख अले भक्ति भाव जागु मितेगु भिडियो क्लिप्स त सोया नेना न्यायपुक बुद्ध जयन्ती हनेगु जुई बुद्ध व बुद्ध या शिक्षा ग्रहण यागु जुई आसदु छिकपिङ सक्सिन थौ यागु सांस्कृतिक याजो न्यायपुक सोया बुद्ध जयन्ती हनादी आदिगु नोचु अंग्रेजी न न्याकित उजाउँफना honorable guests and community members Jojolapa warm greetings happy 2565th Buddha Jayanti on behalf of the Neva Cultural Society of Alberta NCSA I would like to welcome all of you to today's cultural event to observe 2565th Buddha Jayanti, the birth anniversary of Lord Buddha. For your information, each year NCSA has been organizing cultural events in the community of Edmonton, Canada to practice, promote, and preserve Newa culture and tradition for the current and future generations. In this context, today we are here to observe the 2565th Buddha Jayanti. This will be the 8th Buddha Jayanti cultural event of NCSA in Edmonton. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, we are hosting today's cultural event virtually via WebEx. Each year, on the day of Swaya Puni, the full moon day of flowers, people around the globe celebrate Buddha Jayanti to observe birth anniversary of Sakyamuni Gautam Buddha, commemorate his enlightenment and Mahaparinirvan. On this day, people also visit Bouddha vihars and monasteries, offer prayers to Buddha, and listen to Dharmadesna from the monks. We all know Buddha was born in Nepal. Mayadevi gave birth to him in the forest of Lumbini. His birth name was Siddhartha Gautam. According to legend, he walked 7 steps as soon as he entered in the world. At the age of 29, he abandoned his family and royal life and began his spiritual quest for enlightenment after seeing the extent of human suffering outside the walls of his luxurious palace. After many years of meditation, he attained Nirvana in Kushinagar of India at the age of 80. Buddha was a great spiritual teacher on whose teachings Buddhism was founded in the world. His five principles known as Panchashil, and his teachings on the path to enlightenment, known as Dharmachakra, are famous and precious in relieving human sufferings and keeping peace in the world. His teachings are more important in today's world than 2565 years ago, as in today's world, violence and conflict are happening on daily basis in every nook and corner of the world. If all people in the world follow his teachings of non-violence and peace in every walk of their life, the world would be more peaceful and free from violence and conflict. Buddha is considered as ninth incarnation of Lord Vishnu in Hinduism. His birthplace, Lumbini, is considered as one of the holy places in the world. Recognizing this fact, UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, in 1997 designated Lumbini as a World Cultural Heritage Site. In today's cultural event, we'll be learning more about Buddha and the Buddha's teachings by watching, listening vivid video clips related to Buddha Puja, speech, Charya dance, and devotional songs collected from local artists, YouTube, and NCSS resources. I hope you all will enjoy today's Buddha Jayanti cultural event, even though it is virtual in nature, and learn more something new about Buddha and Buddha's teaching. Finally, I would like to thank all of you for kindly accepting NCS's invitation in observing 2565th Buddha Jayanti virtually. May the Buddha Jayanti spread the message of peace around the world. Happy Buddha Jayanti, Subha. Thank you.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Iti piso bhagavāraham samma sambuddho Vichārana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarathi satha deva manusana buddho bhagavati swakhato bhagavata dhammo Sandhi Chiko को यही बसिको पनैको अच्युतं वेदितमो विन्युहीति सुपटिपन्नो भगवतो सावकसङ्गो उजुपटिपन्नो भगवतो सावकसङ्गो न्यायपटिपन्नो भगवतो सावकसङ्गो सामीशीपटिपन्नो भगवतो सावकसङ्गो यदिदं चत्तारि पुरीसयूनानि अथ पुरीसपुग्गला येस भगवतो सावकसङ्गो आहुनेयो पाहुनेयो दक्षिणेयो अञ्जलिकरणीयो अनुत्तरं पुण्यखेतं लोकस्य इदं नो ज्ञातिनं भवतु सुखिता हन्तु ज्ञातयो इदं नो ज्ञातिनं भवतु सुखिता हन्तु ज्ञातयो इदं नो ज्ञातिनं भवतु सुखिता हन्तु ज्ञातयो
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि
भगवान
A man born in a humble forests of Nepal, a member of a royal family, he couldn't help. He started thinking, what is this all about? Sometimes we often tend to be poetic about these teachers. We tend to idealize them. We forget to look at them practically. Buddha wasn't a poetic person to begin with. He was a pragmatic fellow. He didn't leave his family. He lived, married, had a child, spent 29 years of his life trained, groomed to become the next heir of his kingdom. So you can see his thinking. He's studying what's around. He's studying what society is like. He's studying what other kingdoms are doing. What is the duty of a governor? What do you do as a ruler? How do you create peace, prosperity? And he can't help but notice, how do you solve this great inequality created by the system itself? A massive pile of wealth, power struggle, armies and war. How do you resolve it? You can't go to a massive, powerful country and say, hey, I believe in peace. Don't fight with me. There is no opportunity for anyone to listen to peace. In a similar way, in ancient China too, great many people started thinking. Lao Tzu, Confucius, everywhere in the world. Today I would request you to please think about it, look into it. It's one of the most miraculous incidents that ever occurred in the history of humanity. If you put all the historical timeline together, you will see that in that span of about 200-250 years, going at that ancient time, great many thinkers were rising out of the blue everywhere in the world to think, to envision, give us a direction forward. Gautama the Buddha, he was one of the greatest champions. Champion in the sense that not because he preached a very coordinated, very nicely edited, written, thought about system of philosophy. He didn't even have a philosophy to begin with. He became popular. He was pragmatic. People found an appeal in him because he talked about the very basic thing. He asked the question, what is it to be a human? What is it to be a person? What is love? What is ambition? What is greed? What is jealousy? What is the sense of existence? What is the idea of a being that I am? And how it creates all the projections that we see in the society. To him he said, whatever we see around is not a mere accident, but it is created out of us individuals. It's created out of communities. It's created out of complex structures that we help to create. He talked about a person. His message is still very relevant in the sense Buddha begins with that one could believe in the idea of peace. One could read literature, scripture, one could go and show books on peace. One could get a degree in peace. There is no guarantee they will lead to peace. It says the effort has to be individual. You have to look into yourself. You have to look into your own existence and see, how am I living my life? Who am I? How did I inherit my habitual patterns? How do I think, feel, and act? Is there a more balanced way to live for me? Buddha offered a cognitive path, what is known as tools for well-being today. Meditation. But meditation alone doesn't define Buddha. It would be such a pedifying thing. If we reduce Buddha to just meditation alone, we have misunderstood the being. He's far more complex in the sense. He offers a holistic approach that is spiritual, that is social, that is also personal, that is also cognitive. exercise into self-management. As I said before, I cannot dare to try and teach what he taught. But over the years, I have become a great believer in few things. One of them, that he did live very genuinely. He asked very fresh, raw questions. Next, throughout his life, he had no time for dogma, to me a belief, to me a tradition alone. He looked into things and said, what does really matter? What is the most essential for a healthy human society? He taught us morality, but not for the sake of complying to something, not out of fear, but a sense of general healthy morality. What is it to do wrong to somebody? He taught meditation, but not about an idea, not to meditate upon an imagined creation of our own mind, but to meditate upon what's here and now, who we are. He taught us what we can call wisdom, but not some imagined and learned wisdom in a textbook. He cajoled us, he inspired us to cultivate our own wisdom, to grow our own wisdom here and now, to test it, to try it. It would be a shame if we forget the gems of our humanity. These are hard-learned lessons. Buddha was not a product of only some family. One Sakya family in Lumbini, in Kapilvastu, Buddha was not just the product of his parents. Otherwise, his father would have ended up having a good ruler. That's what his father wanted, a good next ruler after him. He didn't want a Buddha. Buddha is a product of what the society was going through at the time, and one person who had the courage, the strength to open his heart to all the difficulties and the injustice and equality in the world, to look deeply, and had the courage to go and search years and years to find if there is hope for humanity. He is a product of humanity at large at the time. I believe such questions will be asked of us too. Our children, our next generation, when they grow here, they travel around the world, we may shelter them from all the pain and challenge as parents and guardians, but we cannot ensure, especially in today's connected world, that they will not read the news, they will not hear the political squabble going on throughout the world, that they will not hear of racial issues, that they will not hear of gender issues and poverty and inequality in the world. We cannot shelter them forever from this. But what we can do is, we can try and bring in a culture of good judgment to help them grow a healthy sense of understanding of what is wrong and what is right. Not because of our ethnic, social identities, not because of our culture and our cultural identity, but because of humanity. It's good to remember the Buddha. He was a giant of a human, I believe. But nothing supernatural, nothing miraculous. The miracle was that he lived among the most poor people in ancient India, and yet he lived very content. He lived among the great emperors and rulers as their teachers, but he lived very humble, very low. The greatest miracle is that he guided and trained a community of over 1 million followers every day. Imagine having 2 kids. He had millions. They bring all their emotional issues to him. When the teenagers bring their emotional issues, it's good, it's okay. You can feel a sense of pride, oh yeah, he's coming to me, she's coming to me for this. But when grown-ups, 60-year-olds, they bring their emotional problems to you, oh my. The greatest miracle was that he lived among such people, millions of them. From early morning till he goes to bed, sometime at 1 p.m., 2 a.m. in the morning. Talks and counsels everybody. And yet, for their hospitality, for their generosity, and for their love to the Buddha, to remember his life, to celebrate, to commemorate. Thank you all.
जय नमो श्री बुद्ध भगवान लुम्बिनी बन जय नमो श्री बुद्ध भगवान लुम्बिनी बनस ब्रह्मण बोसी पुएका सरस्वती वंशलाएका ब्रह्मण बोसी पुएका सरस्वती वंशलाएका अलकापुरुया जुजुकु बेरन धनद्रव्य नायका जय नमो श्री बुद्ध भगवान लुम्बिनी बन सा वायुदेव ध्वज बोएका अग्निदेव न धूप थनका वायुदेव ध्वज बोएका अग्निदेव न धूप थनका वरुण नाम नागराजन जलधारा आएका जय नमो श्री बुद्ध भगवान लुम्बिनी बन सा महादेव डमरू भएका नारायण शङ्ख पुएका महादेव डमरू थाएका नारायण शङ्ख पुएका जन्मराजन दण्ड जनकाब लसचिएका जय नमो श्री बुद्ध भगवान लुम्बिनी बन सा इन्द्र न छात्र न कुएका भिक्षुगण च्यामो लगाएका इन्द्र न छात्र न कुएका भिक्षुगण च्यामो लगाएका आकाश स्वाम गाएका आनन्द रसन जय नमो श्री बुद्ध भगवान लुम्बिनी बन सा जय नमो श्री बुद्ध भगवान लुम्बिनी बन सा
Thank you for this lovely song, Jaya Nama Shri Buddha Bhagwana Lumbini Banasa Vijaga by our Dr. Keshav Shrestha. Now we're gonna watch this absolutely beautiful dance, which is called Ponsa Buddha Charya dance. It is a YouTube video clip. To talk about the song, this is a ritual dance performed in honor of five Buddhas, which is namely Vairochana, the brilliant one, Aksovya, the unshakable, Ratna Sambhava, the matrix of jewel, Amitabha, the infinity light, and Amoghasiddhi, the infallible realization. This dance has been posted in 2019, February 2nd by Surain. Let's enjoy this beautiful song, dance. Thank you.
To balagu panca buddhacharya dansoya chipik sakapsina na nyepika dilaji. Chogu me soya disa to me you boldo Buddha Janani Ma Maya Devi.
Thank you, Sunita. Everybody must have enjoyed the beautiful dance. Now we are going to present you with another YouTube video clip of a devotional song titled Buddha Janani Ma Maya Devi, and the song says, Mother Maya Devi, you are so fortunate to give birth of a Sakyamuni Buddha, the proponent of peace in the forest of Lumbini. And the lyrics is by Dr. Satya Mohan Joshi, who happens to be the father of our president, Hemanta Joshi. The vocal is from the Prem Krishna Tamrakar and Maya Srestha, music from Prem Krishna Tamrakar. It has been posted in the YouTube by Elena Tamrakar on August 1st, 2020. Please enjoy.
Sakyamuni Buddha Santinayika Sakyamuni Buddha Nipadeya Lumbini Manasa Nipadeya Lumbini Manasa Guli Bhagimani Floyahe nari
Chapi jula tho bisoya hi nari
Pandalaya Oya chipi
Vandanaya wo ya jeepi
Sapingu charane Sarda
Chapingu charane shraddha bhava
Guli bagi mani Mamaya devi
Guli bhagyamani mamaya devi
Sapingu eko kong janama jula
Chapingu he kokha janma jula
Santi naeka Saki muni buddha
Shanti naika Shaki muni Buddha
Nipadeya lumbini manasa
Nipadeya lumbini banasa Guli bhagyamani mamaya devi Chapingu he kokha janma jula Chapingu he kokha janma jula Chapingu he kokha janma jula
तो बालागु में सोया सकसिना आनन्द कया दिलजी आहाकन छपु बालागु में सोयो पावा ख थो मेयो बोल्दो तप मनुवा आफै तिमी तिम्रो ईश्वर नै तिमी
Thank you, everybody, for listening to this beautiful song. Now, let's watch yet another video clip of devotional song. Just like Sunita said, it's called Tapa Manua Afai Timi, Timro Ishwar Ne Timi. The meaning would be strive ardently, O man, you are your Lord, you are your protector. It has been covered by the song, it's a cover by Dipesh Resta. The original singer is Ani. The lyrics will be Durgalal Shrestha, and the original text is S.N. Gyonga. Music is by Noom Bajracharya. Please enjoy, everybody.
तप मनुवा फै तिमी तपले हुन्छ विमल भट्टीमा तप्दै गरी सुन टल्कन्छ टलल सुन टल्कन्छ टलल तिम्रो ईश्वर नै तिमी तिम्रो भरै तिमी तिम्रो ईश्वर नै तिमी तिम्रो भरै तिमी तिम्रो दुर्गति सुगतिको करता सबै तिमी करता सबै तिमी लड्दै उठ्दै नै अघि बढ्छन् है बलवान र निराश नभइकनै चुम्छन् लक्ष्य महान चुम्छन् लक्ष्य महान बाधा पर्यो भने डरले नरोक्नु है शूरवीर हट्दैन है युद्धबाट कहिले चित्त समरमा सतत जो गर्छ डटी सङ्ग्राम यस्तो जाग्रत सन्तको हुन्न कहीँ विश्राम झुटा माया मोहको जाल हटाएर झुटा माया मोहको जाल हटाएर परम सत्यतिर लाग है पद पद चालेर आफ्नो कर्मको आफै नै हकदार कर्म विकास विनाशको आफै रचनाकार तिमी स्वयं नै विष्णु हौ महाकाल विकराल तिमी स्वयं नै विष्णु हौ महाकाल विकराल सब छन् तिम्रा पाउमा स्वर्ग धरा
यको सभा डाक्टर दिपेश श्रेष्ठज्यू एकदमै बालागोमी हालादिल सकल पाज मेजु पिन्सन थो मे सया न्यापिका दिलजी आ हाना छौ जियो थो म्युजिक युट्युब म्युजिक भिडियो क्लिप सोया न्यापिका दिस थो मेयो बोल्दो सस्ता हे प्रभु बुद्ध भगवान.
Thank you, Sunita. That was indeed a very brilliant cover by Dr. Dipesh ji. Thank you. You have really entertained us. So now it's a turn of yet another video clip of a devotional song. It is from a YouTube video. The title is called Sasta Hai Prabhu Buddha Bhagwana. The song says, "O Guru, O Lord Buddha, when will brighten my knowledge? Give us a boon so that we can achieve enlightenment." The song, the vocal is from Kiran Sakya and Sarita Maharjan. Lyrics is from Naveen Maharjan and music is by Kiran Sakya. It has been posted in YouTube in 2016 by Kumar Khatiwada. Please enjoy.
शास्ता हे प्रभु बुद्ध भगवान गबले कृगो चेगो ज्ञान नबले जिमिता विव वरदाना कैफे माजिमिसा बोधि ज्ञान शास्ता हे सत्य धर्म प्रेम फुता ज्ञानया जना लेके फुता सत्य धर्म प्रेम फुता ज्ञानया जना लेके फुता बुद्धया धर्म मसे केता बुद्धया धर्म मसे केता ज्ञान गुण चेसा कैसे केनो बुद्धया शरणे जीवनेनो शास्ता हे प्रभु बुद्ध भगवान गबले त्रिगो छिगो ज्ञान नबले जिमिता विव वरदाना कैफे माजिसा बोधि ज्ञाना शास्ता हे प्रभु दुःखमय संसारे गोले भुले जीगो सत्य ज्ञान प्राप्त याना दुःखमय संसारे गोले भुले जीगो सत्य ज्ञान प्राप्त याना दुःख मुक्त जोईगो दुःख मुक्त जोईगो प्रतिज्ञा चिसा यायेनो धर्मया शरणे जीवनेनो शास्ता हे प्रभु बुद्ध भगवान गबले छिगो ज्ञान नबले जिमिता विव वरदाना कैफे माजिसा बोधि ज्ञाना शास्ता हे प्रभु पंचशीला शिक्षकया थो सदाचार जिसे केनो पंचशीला शिक्षकया थो सदाचार जिसे केनो हिंसकला फुका तोता हिंसकला फुका तोता शान्तिय मार्गे न्यावोनेनु संघया शरणे जीवनेनु शास्ता हे प्रभु बुद्ध भगवान सबले ठिगो ठिगो ज्ञान नबले चिन्ता दिव वरदान कैफैमा जिन्सा बोधि ज्ञान शास्ता हे प्रभु
섞으시는 예쁘가이 디라지 토발라 고메서야 아토 주고 자조 करीब कोचाइ तट्याङ्गोदु जुजाजोयो अन्तिम मे छपोसया दिस थो मे त्रि रत्न बुद्ध यो बारे ख कृपया थो मे सोया न्यायपुका दिस
Thank you, Sunita. I hope everybody must have enjoyed that song. Now we are nearing the end of our culture event. We will be entertaining you with yet another video clip of a devotional song, which is about three ratna, the three jewels. The song says, Buddha Ratna, Dharma Ratna, Sangha Ratna, I bow down to these three jewels. Here, the Buddha Ratna means Buddha is a jewel. Dharma Ratna means Buddha's teaching is a jewel. And Sangha Ratna means community who follow Buddha's teaching is a jewel. It is a cover song and is prepared by Mr. Sudeep Manandar. And in guitar, we have Dr. Dipesh Shrestha. So please enjoy.
बुद्धरत्न धर्मरत्न सङ्घरत्न तीनै रत्नलाई नमस्कार 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 प्राणी सबै बराबर है बराबरै गर व्यवहार प्राणी सबै बराबर है बराबरै गर व्यवहार भन्ने पहिलो रत्न बुद्ध बुद्धलाई मेरो नमस्कार 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 बुद्धरत्न धर्मरत्न सङ्घरत्न तीनै रत्नलाई नमस्कार 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 बिना बादल आकाश हेर बाँच त्यस्तै चित्त लिएर बिना बादल आकाश हेर बाँच त्यस्तै चित्त लिएर भन्ने दोस्रो रत्न धर्म हुन् धर्मलाई मेरो नमस्कार 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 बुद्धरत्न धर्मरत्न सङ्घरत्न हुन् तीनै रत्नलाई नमस्कार 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 अनित्यको बुझेर स्वभाव त्याग न लौ त्याग अहङ्कार अनित्यको बुझेर स्वभाव त्याग न लौ त्याग अहङ्कार भन्ने तेस्रो रत्नसँग सङ्घलाई मेरो नमस्कार 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 बुद्ध रत्न धर्म रत्न सङ्घ रत्न हुन् तीनै रत्नलाई नमस्कार नमस्कार नमस्कार
बालागु मेसगा सकसिना आनन्द गयादिरजी आथौँ चिगोथो ज्याजो अन्तिमतिर के वेङल आथौँ थो ज्याजो के स्वानादेवी इन्टरनेट मार्फत स्वानादेवी सकल बाजु मेजु पिन्त युट्युब मिडिया त सोया दिगुपि न्याना दिगुपि सकल बाजु मेजु पिन्त योको सुबादु चिपिङ दिनु थयागो ग्वाली याबलेन देमा तया जिम्सा आशा याना चनोदु ओके लागि चिपिङ सकसित थौ योको सुबादु थौ पुसान थो कार्यक्रम सया एकदमै बालका न्यायपुका दिल तया जिता आशा दु
Thank you, Sunita Pradhan. Sunitaji. So we're ending our program. So as a vote of thanks, on behalf of NCSA, I would like to thank all the organizers, artists, YouTube media, and those who posted today's video clips in YouTube, as well as participants, our valuable viewers, and all the listeners for making today's culture event enjoyable, fruitful, and successful. Yet again, I would like to say Happy Buddha Jayanti again to everybody. Thank you, everybody. But as we go, I would like to make a note that our next event will be Bungudia Jatra Culture event. This event is tentatively scheduled for July 31st, 2021. So I will request, please mark your calendar. And let's end today's culture event with a Gyanmala bhajan. The title of the bhajan is Ninu Pinu Ya Jindagi Khatwa, which means our life is short and will disappear from earth as ashes. So lyrics is from Mazuna Maharjan. Music is from Hira Maharjan, and it has been posted by Karuna Gyanmala Bhajan Kala in February 18, 2019. So please watch this video. I request you to the end. So I would like to say Subha, Pi Bahani, and good night, everybody. Thank you.
पालेका थान दिफु जुता है न दिफु निनो पेनो या जिन्दगी काठो नौचु या च्याकुना वनिगु जुनावनेको छु हेमलुसो गथेवया अथे वनेगु जुनावनेको छु हेमलुसो गथेवया अथे वनेगु खाखनाको छु मधुतागु मोहलो म छ्यामन थनिगु मोहलो म छ्यामन थनिगु निनो पेनो या जिन्दगी खाथो नौचु या च्यापुना वनिगु दुगु हेनाला तोता वनिमा केवल चोली सांसीरा दुगु हेनाला तोता वनिमा केवल चोली सांसीरा मने दुगु लालच फुका छे माची सयक नाचिका छे माची सयक नाचिका निनो